Welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. We'll see how this goes, but I have some hauling to do. I've got some cleaning to do. And I gotta get it all done. Or I want to get it all done, really. Looks like Ryu's busy doing his training right there. So where are we at right now? Basically, something to know about this, game at this point. I have a lot of guys who, basically have, growing perk, but... Well, I got a bunch of guys who are slothful or lazy. Not the best things to have for characters that you want to be growing. Even if the is slothful. And I desperately need to get, some work done, shall we say. Oh well. I can't say we got the ground penetrating scanner out of the way at least, so that's nice. Something I may do at this point. I might build a ground penetrating scanner so you can see what it's all about. Because it's a pretty cool piece of equipment that lets you basically see stuff underground. I'll probably build it over here. There's lots of room in here, of course. So, the ground penetrating scanner, it basically, a downward facing penetrating radar basically, combines sonar and magnetic images to basically see where minerals are. The thing about it is that it doesn't identify what the minerals are though, so it's not perfect, but it basically helps you identify resources for gathering. Nice, Grew's doing some cleaning, because I need to get that done. You know what? Come up here and clean the dirt if you're cleaning, because I want to get this stuff out here out of the way first. You're going to visit the grave, why not? So many people died. Thus far. And alright, I was gonna do some mining at this point. I think about mining out this area over here a little bit, just to make more room for stuff, I guess. Mine this out here. Do something for Guru to do, I guess. I'll have to clean eventually, but whatever, we'll get to that eventually. We have to get all these simple meals out of the way. Not stuff I know about. I got a lot of guys, but they're all poorly trained at cooking, I guess. Alright, so something else, I'm coming over here to do some mining. And I'm basically going to expand, my grave area. But I'm also going to basically make room maybe to, put this, motor over here. Where it'd be, more room to fire, I guess. That's my plan, so to speak. Oh, look, someone's building this finally. Amos is doing that for us. There's more dirt in this bedroom, I guess. We'll have to clean all this dirt at some point. And I think I'm going to take Ryu off of crafting for a bit just to make him haul first. I'll get all my stuff hauled and out of the way for the most part. Then I can worry about crafting. Something I can actually show you guys. You can actually burn drugs. I could burn off Luciferium, for example. Sure what that's all about. Well, we got 1% of Mickey now. I'm surprised we haven't had a breakout again, but whatever. %4 chance, that's not bad. Alright, so here's burning drugs. Basically, if you have drugs, you can actually burn them at, like, the, crematorium, and it's a good way of, like, basically getting rid of them if they're, like, you know, possibly gonna be dangerous for your colony. I'll just burn one for now, but basically that's, like, how it works. You can burn a peril, too, if you don't want it, but drugs are mainly important for burning because if, like, you know, they can be used by colonists and it could be harmful to them. Like, luciferin, for example, is very harmful. Basically, this is, like, you know, a very powerful thing. A concoction of advanced clear-world mechanics that dramatically improve the body's functioning in all respects. Unfortunately, without the marring effects of regular doses every 5 or 6 days, the mechanites lose cohesion, causing continuous berserk rages and eventual death. After the first dose, there's no way to get the mechanites out, ever. On the herb worlds, they call luciferiums the devil's bargain. Many are forced to kill friends who have no more, when no more of the circle of red pills can be found. So basically, that's what it's all about. Basically, you know, here's what it does. Basically, you have like addictiveness is 100%, increase like your blood filtration, pumping, and breathing, consciousness. It's a combat drug, is what it's all about, right? But it's also good for other stuff as well. I'm not sure if you guys ever watched Star Trek, but in one of the Deep Space Nine episodes, there's like, you know, a faction, I guess, in the Cardassian or the Dominion side. And part of them was like, you know, addicted to a drug. I guess that's where you get this idea for like this luciferium type of drug. And ouch, I just realized I've only got 16 components to build this thing, which requires 12. Oh well, I'll have to get rid of some more moisture pumps soon. You know, think about it, I may want to start turning on some stuff that I've been turning off. Maybe I will turn on the smelter, for example. Start making steel from all this steel stuff. Or maybe I'll turn one of the, you know, things over here to do some stuff with. I could make some artillery shells. Okay, these things are at full power. What I'm gonna do, I guess, right now, we'll turn on one of these kitchen stoves. That'll help with like, you know, baking and such. All right, you know what? I was afraid of a roof collapse over here, but let's just try and mine this all out over here, I think. Get out of the way. Just gonna mine all this stuff out over here. I have to be careful because I'm actually digging like into the mountain over here at this point, so it's like overhead mountains very, very close. Like there's overhead mountain over here, so stuff to watch out for. You know, I've got a normal charge rifle in here that no one's using, and a good assault rifle now. I could go to Cat here, for example, give her one of these, like, you know, powerful weapons. How do you equip this? I could actually start training Greer if I want to, but he's trigger happy, so I'm not sure it's a good idea. You come over and equip one of these, I think. There we go. As I get more colonists, they'll basically equip those weapons, I guess. These guys, for example. Oh, Albatross is gonna hide in a room. Now, think about it. How about you go equip this at some point? We'll get this plasteel knife equipped over here. I'm not sure what durability really does for, like, you know, some of this, like, degrees and stuff. But basically, there's, like, you know, melee damage to 9 on that thing. I guess it doesn't really affect your melee damage to, you know, quality of, like, what's left in the durability and such. It's supposed to, I think, but whatever. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to drop that. And I want to look at the Steel Club. Okay, that's got melee damage of 12. That's actually pretty good. I gave Albatross this shoddy spear, which has got melee damage of 10. Oh, we're up to 1% with him. After I make this small sculpture, by the way, I might get Cat to do something else. Because even though it's cool that she's making art for me, and she's getting like a massive amount of, like, you know, stuff here, she could be doing other stuff for me as well. Like, you know, moving stuff. I want her to make some art, but now we can start doing some other stuff, I think, of her. So I've got art to sell, but I need to also, like, do other stuff here in my colony at the moment. Find meals. There we go, 1.1%. So we're up to a 1 in 100 chance of getting Mickey on joining our side. We're probably up to like 120 with Sammy. Almost. I'm watching these water pumps, by the way, because as soon as they're basically done their work, I'm going to build more, but I'm also going to start building, like, the moisture, or not, the solar generators that basically is what I'm after, basically, here. Maybe build some, like, you know, wind turbines as well. I've got a lot of buffalo meat. Cows? A group of cows banned or lost if belonging to the area. Okay. I got a cow. A couple bulls, apparently. Okay. Bulls are kind of useless, but they can be used for combat, I guess. So here's a cow. Minimum handling skill is 0, so excellent for domesticating, I guess. You guys still have a little bit of work to do on domestication, oh well. They're getting there. I'm glad I have all these, like, zero level domestication animals, because it's going to be great for, I guess, animal training, I guess. That's what I'm getting at here. I was just no longer hiding. Lumi's got much less, I guess, you know, likeness with Mickey there, but whatever. She can try. So these guys eat vegetable seeds, live plants, meals, liquors, and kibble. A very very common domestic animal. It can produce large amounts of milk or can be slaughtered for delicious food. Well, the female types can. Wow, the beavers are just on a rampage. Why not? We'll just go hunting a little bit here. Hunt that stuff a little bit. Saw some muffalo. I'm gonna leave him alone for now. They're hot. Interesting. It's actually hot outside. You think it was a heat wave or something. Yeah, that reminds me. Is Rio taking off of shooting? Yeah, I took him off. Nice, obedience. Alright, we're gonna assign the bull to someone, I guess. Oh, right, we lost beer. We lost beer, which means that one of my huskies doesn't have a master anymore. Okay, for people who are like really poor in handling, they'll probably be the ones that want to basically give to animals, with the exception of course Knight here, so... Albatross. I suppose we're actually training them to be, you know, whatever. So, Cat, Ambus, Lumi. You know, to be honest, none of these guys are really terrible at having animals, to be honest, so... Vlad, you can actually have that bull, why not? I'll give... Not Greer, but maybe I'll give Rue an animal. When I get a chance, I'll give this bull to someone. Cargo pods, why not? Except they land in an area which I cannot get to at the moment. That can happen, by the way. Not much I can do about it. Well, there is something I can do about it, but I'm not going to care about it. It's something I'm actually going to do. I'm going to get to work doing this. Alright, so apparently I dug in a mountain this far over here. That's good to know. All this is space then for, like, you know, building up, I guess, sarcophagus and stuff like that. But over here I can, like, maybe start making space for, like, other stuff, so... Let's go, like, maybe this. Yoink! Let's go like that, and then we'll go... like that. So there's my dead body stash over here. That's where I'm going to start building, like, you know, my motors and stuff, I guess, over here. Now I have to watch out for this area up here, because that's where, like, insects start spawning if I ever get an insect infestation. You haven't seen it yet, but it'll be an awesomely horrible thing if it ever happens. Awesomely horrible. Yes, that's the name I'm gonna go with. Alright, I got my guys hunting. I'm wondering why art wasn't being done. Greer's busy over here. You know what? I forgot to turn this thing off. This thing actually takes quite a bit of power, the Grand Planetary Scanner. But as you can see, it basically tells me where like resources are, so I can see like resources are here, resources are there, and here. And Cat pissed off a bunch of... Well, it pissed off one. That's fine. I can hunt the beavers, by the way, too, if I want to, but they are also possibly going to get aggressive. Look at that, we're making more rice down here. You know, thinking about it, I should probably get someone up here to do some more drug production. And I quite remember getting Albatross up to where she needs to be for that type of thing. How about you go consume some milk? And we'll go make some medicines. Here we go with Albatross making some medicine for us. You know, think about it, I'm actually going to shrink this area a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. I could probably shrink it a little bit more if I want to. Like so. Oh, sure, why not? An eclipse. You know, let's build this like this right here. For now. And wow, Mickey got sick. Which means Mickey's not in an ugly environment. I'll have to fix this at some point. Yes, recruit them if you can. Finally! Good! We got Sammy into our base. Sammy, you're gonna be busy, warding. That'll be something you'll be doing. We'll actually have her do the warding right now because she's lowest and because she's also hasn't talked to anyone yet. No, actually, you know what? We'll have these guys all work on it. But she will be warding, basically. You can do some handling. Greer, how about you basically start doing some handling as well? You can hunt when you get a chance. She can't haul anything, which is a bit of an issue, but, well, I guess she could be a good green thumb. I do need an art grower. Mine wouldn't be too bad. Oh, she can haul. Good. You can haul. So great. She's got some stuff I can do with her. Train Nate. You're gonna go clean up this vomit, I think. There we go. That should go away soon. Unless she's still vomiting, which is a bit of an issue. Hopefully we recruit Mickey soon, but I'm glad we got Sammy at least. Sammy's gonna try. She'll be a bit low, but whatever. That reminds me, is Sammy a night owl? No. Mickey's a night owl. Okay, so I have to watch out for my recruit Mickey, because she can be like, you know, a nighttime worker. And here we go, mining up here, I guess. Excellent way of making space, you know, just mine out a little bit over here. I have to watch out for mining to the mountain again, but you know, I'll worry about that after. Oh, there's steel up here. Excellent. Still have steel out here to haul, but whatever. We'll get to it. Yeah, we're getting to it right now. Excellent. And there we go. Finally got that done, so Cat can go help, you know, with stuff as well. There's just small animals out here to hunt, that's fine. I'd rather be small animals like this I can hunt rather than big ones that can kill me. Just to throw that out there. Bunch of stuff down here. And Albatross has a... Well, I guess that's fine. Everyone's training. You know what? You butcher some stuff. If I don't get Cornish Knight to help with that too in a moment. Butcher it all! I have a lot to butcher in here. Well, that's good. Now I can start making some kibble. You make some kibble. Why is Cornish Knight stressed? Oh, because he's still broken up with Eco. And he's making kibble. And how long is it going? Excellent, we're getting this all mined out over here. I'm actually thinking about making like a room up here, for example. I could do that. So I don't really need to do it with like, you know, the outdoor stuff like this. And graves are like an outdoor type of thing. Don't need to build like crypts and stuff. Cool, we're trained Fiona. Yeah, I have to say, I have no idea when I basically started this recording, but I may end it soon. Because for the most part, I'm quite happy with what I've done this episode thus far. Recruit, you know, one person. Mine out a little bit over here. I kinda wish I'd hauled all this steel in, but whatever. By the way, she gets a bonus whenever she's sowing plants. One world needs some more plants. Something nice about green thumbs. They're very easy to make happy. And cat just got nuzzled by a dog. No idea how long this steel vein goes in, but we'll slowly mine into it. Let's mine away. It's taking forever to get these animals trained and stuff, but whatever. Once I get these guys hauled, get these huskies trained hauling, that'll be awesome. Because then they can actually help me haul stuff. One nice thing about animals that they can use to haul stuff. I just want this dug out first. Cat's gonna go sleep. As if any more beavers to happen, but whatever. They're happening again. I'm really dug heavily into Overhead Mountain over here. Gonna build that right there. Alright, so this is overhead mountain over here, so I have to watch out for bugs spawning over here, but this would be a nice area to basically build up, like, you know, stuff. Whoopsie. That was my bad, but whatever. Artillery shells are gonna go here. You're gonna go away. And I'm gonna reinstall this over here now. That's basically where I want to put my weapons, I guess. You know, in a way, I wish you could move sarcophagus around. Kind of odd how she went over here, but whatever. She's just cleaning dirt in random places, I guess. Oh, nice. That's done. Okay, let's go after Vitals Monitors next. Hunt all this stuff up here, I guess. You know, I am going to mine over here at some point. Let's get rid of all that stuff, I guess. Nice! Pirate Merchant. Sammy, you get to talk to Chef here, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have any slaves that I can buy. I only have slaves that I can sell, so we're not going to do that just yet. I'll buy their components. So, something I know about Lucis Fair is that, you know, I can sell it if I want to, so that'll make sense for me to do, I guess. And we'll start selling off some of the stuff I don't really need, like this stuff. I'm gonna be a little bit more selly right now. Sell everything that's like, you know, below 70%, I think, at this point. We'll sell all that stuff. I'm actually hoping for exotic goods merchants to come around sometime, but whatever. Nate needs to be trained. Still has so much steel hull, but whatever. Nice, so these are almost done. Oh, we've almost got that guy trained. I think we're actually going to end the episode right here. This is a fairly good stopping point. And hopefully it'll be good, you know, continuing on from here. But for now, take care.